Okay, create a new project, delete the cube and the light, reset the position of the camera to 0 and the X rotation to 90 degrees at the plane. Go to the modifier tab and choose ocean and make sure the geometry is set to generate. Then increase the viewport resolution to like 10 because we don't want to lose a lot of performance, and the render resolution to 35. Then open the wave tab, increase the scale to 1.5. Also enable foam and type in whatever you want and leave this value by default. And also you can repeat this in the y-axis, then press 1 on your numpad, Shift D to duplicate and rotate it 120 degrees. Position it like this. So we will basically make a triangle of oceans. Select all planes and move it down in the z-axis and move the waves forward. Switch to the camera. Also decrease the focal length to, I like 25. Then switch to your render tab and choose cycles, also GPU. And then you need to create a cube and scale the cube up that the cube is covering all our objects. Decrease the background strength to 0. Also bring up the shader editor. Make sure your cube is selected. Let's create our fake sky. We need 2 noise textures. Switch this to 4D. Increase the detail level, and also we need a color ramp. Put the factor into the factor and the color into the base color. Crank these values a little bit. And instead of dark, choose a gray color. Duplicate it with Shift D and put the second color ramp into the emission. Also increase the scale to 50 and the detail level to 50. Make sure this is a black color. We need to increase the length of our camera view and adjust the values of the color ramps until you are happy. And of course we need a shader for our ocean. Our base color, we will choose a very dark color like this. Increase the transmission to 1. And the rest of the settings you can leave at default. Then we need another BSDF and a mix shader, because now we want to create, or not to create, but we want to show the foam. So we need an attribute node and put the factor into the factor and type in whatever you have chosen in the modifier tab, what you typed in for the data layer. This should be the same. Then you need color ramp to adjust the values, a math node to control the strength of the foam. Set it to multiply and increase the value until you are happy. Now it looks a little bit, yes, blurry, but this is just because the resolution of our viewport is so low. So if we increase it to 35, you can see the difference. But now you also increased a lot of vertices, and this will slow down the workflow process. So set it back to 10. Apply this material to the other oceans. Then we need an icosphere. Decrease the subdivisions to 1 because we don't need much detail. Shade smooth and position it right here to the end of our oceans because we need to cover the sharp edge of our oceans. By the way, also we can choose the color of our ocean and put the color to our emission color of our fake clouds. Just increase the brightness and decrease the saturation to like 0.4, that the color will match more to the ocean. Yes, okay. Go back to our little icosphere, scale it up a little bit and move it all the way down until it fit. Okay, but now we need a material for this. For this we need first a gradient texture because we want to isolate the cloud to be just in the middle and don't have sharp edges. Also need texture coordinate. I know I could use the node wrangler add-on, but I'm I don't know, I'm lazy. And choose object to the vector, vector to vector, and a color ramp between the gradient texture and the color ramp. And yes, put it to the... Nope, not a principal DSDF because we want to make clouds. So we need a principal and put it to the density, the volume into the volume. And now you can see nothing because we need to crank up these values very, very close. So we have more detail in the end. You will see it in a few seconds. We need a noise texture again and a vector math node to combine the noise texture and the object data to the mapping node. So it will the shape will be noisy. So we have something similar like clouds. So and increase the detail level. Now you see it's not white in the position in the middle. Yes, I forgot to set it to spherical. Genius. Yes. Something like this. So now our cloud is isolated. We also need two math nodes. One for the density, set it to multiply. Multiply, not divide. Another one for our emission strengths. Press 0 to get back to your camera. Also choose the same value you used for the fake clouds, so they will be the same. And now you just need to scale it to whatever you want and duplicate it until it covers all corners and all edges. And if you are done, you should have something similar like this. You also can go to your render properties and go to the color management and choose high contrast to have a better look. You can add an area light, rotate it until it's facing our camera and scale it all the way up. Paste the hex code of our light, what we have chosen for the fake sky and our cloud emission. Increase the strength to something like this, and also decrease the saturation. So now you just need to add, I don't know, some ships or any detail you want, and you are done. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and see you next time. Bye bye.